Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the Final Fantasy XII Randomizer. Last time we've been off to a good start, so I hope things continue to evolve and become increasingly more interesting, but things are already pretty interesting. And before I start, there are a couple of things I do want to mention, because there are some things that I falsely stated last time. One thing, for example, is last time we got Gil for the what's it called? For the Rogue Tomato Hunt. We got Gil as a reward, and I said that shouldn't be possible because of my settings. And the truth is, yeah, that would actually not be possible. If I had activated no randomized skill, then we would not have gotten Gil for that reward. But what I actually did for the reward randomization, I accidentally, I must say, deactivated the option of randomizing Gil. And what happens then is, instead of no longer giving you Gil, it keeps the old rewards. So because normally in the base game you get 300 Gil from the Rogue Tomato Hunt, and I've messed up the settings pretty much, we still get those 300 Gil. And the same goes with other kinds of rewards. So, everything that normally rewards skill in the base game still rewards the same amount of skill in this randomizer. Which is a little bit sad, but I did not want to reroll the randomizer for that and suddenly have an entirely new, randomizer here. I think we need to live with that now. It's a little bit sad I messed it up, but so that you know, that's how we handle things here now. That's how it is. Another thing is, that's fairly simple. Last time I said, or I called, where is it? Here, I called those elements in front of the equipment name augments, but of course in reality they are proficiencies. That's a little minor mistake I made. So this piece of armor, for example, has an earth and a holy proficiency and boosts magic of that kind of element by 50%. And not only magic, just everything in general that has this element by 50%. Another thing, here, where do we have here? Arrow. Actually, no, let's go to a shop for that. There's something about the magic I want to clarify. Or at least I figured out what is fishy there. In a shop we found fire. And that fire had the property that it targets all enemies, which should normally not be the case, because only in the International Zodiac International Zodiac Job System version of the game should fire target all enemies. But here, as you can see, it still does that, and I did not randomize the area of effect of magic, so it's weird why it suddenly targets all enemies. My speculation on that would be that because all of the spells are ultimately shuffled, basically, it still somehow was able to maintain the targets all foes in range. I do not know what this spell here normally is. Maybe it's... what is it? What could it be? Maybe it could be Arrow. I think Arrow normally actually does target all enemies, and because fire in this randomizer then replaced Arrow, it still targets all foes, so that would be my speculation anyways. But yeah, fire normally, and with my settings, should not be able to target all foes, but it still does. No clue why, but it does. Same with Cure here. No clue why it suddenly targets all allies, but it does. It's nice, I guess. Dark on the other... no. Dark on the other hand only targets one foe, which is weird. I think Dark is normally the first tier spell that targets all enemies. So yeah, there's a little bit of strange stuff going on. Also, because Dark is in the first spot here, I assume that it replaced Fire or so that would make sense, my assumption. When that's the case, because Fire, as I said, normally targets only one foe. Okay, there's something else I wrote down. Oh yeah, yeah, as you can see also here, this magic shop has basically a randomized selection of spells, and that's weird because I did not randomize the shops, but of course, because the magic itself is shuffled, we still get kind of random spells here. That's also something I wanted to clarify, not that you are confused why suddenly we have all kinds of different spells here. One thing we can see though is like the smart setting that prevents like Kiraga to appear, but we still get all the base level magic here, or some base magic here, like slow, fire, cure, pretty simple stuff. And yeah, and the last thing I want to mention is inventory. Where do we have an example? Yeah, here, dagger, for example. I want to point that out again, but the item description. The item description that we see here now is the item description the randomizer adds. Like, that's normally not how the information about items is displayed in the base game. There are some modifications that the randomizer introduces. I think the most prominent thing here is the license needed with dagger in brackets, dagger 1, LP, yada yada yada. I think that's something the randomizer adds. The thing is, I've also installed, like I mentioned in the introduction video, I also installed the Manifesto's Descriptive Inventory, and that mod should usually also modifies the item descriptions, and the item description here is not the descriptive inventory one. It's different. Like the randomizer overrides the descriptive inventory modified item descriptions, so that's a little bit sad because I wanted to have the descriptive inventory ones, but I couldn't figure out how to like override the randomizer in that regard. The randomizer apparently still takes priority, but I still will try to figure out a way to get descriptive inventory working, but apparently it does not. All of this here is what the randomizer adds. Good, I think that's everything I wanted to mention. Yeah, I wrote everything down. Okay. Okay, with that out of the way, let's move on and continue the story. Last time we already went to Old Dallin, right? I'm pretty sure. I think we no longer have Penelo in our team, our mistress, of course, because you know, slave maker and stuff. that was so me misreading that. Like that's really one of my things, like misreading stuff like that, and also in that way. I can just open it, right? Yeah. Good. Of course, if I continue the story now, I will not be able to come back here to Rabanastre for a pretty long time. But I think I don't want anything here anymore. I want to continue. Are we still? Oh god, I got 3 Castellanos and 3 shock modes. The shock modes are interesting. Those could be very useful, actually. Okay, and the Castellanos is a weapon, right? No, it is the strongest stuff here, and the strongest bombs for the hand bombs. Element Thunder is good, I think. Hand bombs seem to be pretty interesting so far. I already got like multiple interesting things here. And I also got some jobs that have access to like all hand bombs, so that's interesting actually. Maybe that's finally the chance for hand bombs to shine. A type of weapon I usually never use because they have randomized like damage output more or less, and I'm not a fan of that. Also, what is that music? That's that's the Cave Palace. That's Final Fantasy XII. Okay, anything else I want to do? No, our equipment is okay. Van does not have anything as armor or accessory just yet, but we can work around that. He has 0 defense. Okay. And luckily we are at the start of the game, so stuff shouldn't be too dangerous right now. Also, I'm still not sure about this thing. I keep it on for now because enemies right now do not use that much magic. But I will de-equip it when I notice, or should I notice, that Van takes no damage from magic anymore, because that would be a little bit too lame in my opinion. I still want to have a fair challenge here. So yeah. But I will make modifications as I see fit. Sure, let's save. We talked a lot, so time for some action, right? I could also do the flower cactoid hunt right now, but that's something I also mentioned last time I do not want to do right now. I will do that once I have more party members. Oh yeah, those rats are weird, right? They attack themselves, if I recall correctly. There's the entire rat pack. Don't run away. Do those rats always swarm you, or did I just never notice it? Also, one thing I'm just noticing, yeah, I put battle speed too slow and never put it back too fast. Yeah, also typically me. Also typical Max moment here. And of course the entire stuff that I did the Dustier trick with just Penelo. I should heal, right? Nah. I should heal. We will encounter the other red later again. It's already coming back, okay. Also, one thing I want to get is the Gambit system. I want to unlock it. And because inputting the commands manually is nice and stuff, but I would much rather have it automated. At least the basic actions, of course. I think that's the beauty of the Gambit system. I'm a huge fan of it. Some people don't like it because it does automate a lot of stuff, but in my opinion that's exactly what makes it so great. Like in many Final Fantasy games, like you, especially like in like later stages of the game, when you encounter not too strong enemies, like it's just attack, and like automating that, and also like tell the party to do different stuff under certain conditions is pretty nice in my opinion. It's also nice that they brought it back, or partially, in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which was a nice callback. That one minigame, if one recalls that. For the counter? Okay. For the, what was it? Cosmo Canyon Proto-Relic, if I recall correctly. That was a pretty nice callback. I liked that. That was a little bit mind-blowing. Like, every reference to Final Fantasy XII is good in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of that game, of this game. Like, I might even... oh, let me start differently. Like, when I should name my favorite Final Fantasy game, it almost always boils down to either Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy VIII, or Final Fantasy VI. Those three are definitely my preferred Final Fantasy games. And I cannot really decide on which Final Fantasy of those three is my favorite. They all have their merits and stuff, because the Final Fantasy series in itself is very unique, each entry. So yeah, every game is pretty special in its own right, and every Final Fantasy game has something unique to it that makes it special, which makes the series so great in my opinion. But yeah, Final Fantasy VIII, VI, and XII are my favorites. If I had to name my favorite Final Fantasy, if I had to make a definitive call, I would name Final Fantasy XII probably. Even though that fluctuates, as I mentioned, that can change in the span of a minute. Like, now it's Final Fantasy VIII, and now it's 6, and now it's suddenly 12 again. Yeah. And yeah, if I had to call my favorite Final Fantasy game, I would call it Final Fantasy XII. In general, I would even maybe go as far as to call this game like my favorite game of all time. Like, it's really great. I'm a huge fan of this game. It does so much stuff right that I also personally like. Like all the side quests, for example, all the side content this game had. It is so much stuff, and also a lot of it is fairly unique. Like there's nothing comparable in the game. It's specifically for those side content, like the entire like Subterra section later on, for example, that has this stuff going on with the dark orbs, is completely unique to that area. And a lot of other stuff too, some Esper battles that have unique conditions that you never encounter somewhere else in the game. And I think that's exactly what like more modern games nowadays try to accomplish, but absolutely fail at. The thing with creating like unique content that you find, and that is memorable and stuff. Like that's something like many like open world games nowadays try to accomplish, but this game has managed to do so without being open world, and like 10 years, almost 20 years earlier. So yeah. Chapeau for Final Fantasy XII here. Also, one thing I realized, I need to be a little bit careful. I'm running out of potions. One thing I should use is, I have it right. I have Protector. It costs 39 MP, which is quite a lot, but I should definitely make use of that just to minimize damage. I'm running out of healing. But yeah, a long story short, Final Fantasy XII is great. I love this game. It is one of the best games I've ever played to this day. And the international version adds a lot of cool stuff that I think makes the base game, or improve the base game by huge amounts. And the entire job system and stuff. Huge fan of it. Like, it also says a lot that I played the International Zodiac job system back in the day on emulator with a translation, which is something I almost like never do. I usually wait for the game to release. I mean, it's not a problem nowadays anyway, but also this guy. But yeah, that's something I did. So one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to use, not shear, I wanted to use Protector. I need to be a little bit careful. The Razorfin is a strong enemy. Ideally, I would like to defeat Razorfin right now. I want to get rid of the reds first without attracting the attention of Razorfin, but I'm not sure if I can do that. Maybe I should just use my shock mode. Yeah. The enemies turned out to be quite tanky so far. I need to be careful of my protect, not that it runs out and suddenly I take more damage. Okay, I heal. Last potion. What is Bujerabin Matu? Is that for the side quest? Or what is it? I think it was called Calvados, right? I guess it's for the side quest. What is Bujerabin Matu? Okay, it is a loot. Yeah, that's for the side quest. I was sure it was called Calvados. Maybe in the German version, but not here. Okay, Razorfin. Antidote. Would have much more liked a potion, but can't do without that. This guy's also bigger. Ooh, nice. Thank you. Okay, that's great, actually. That's exactly what I need. Okay, that's interesting, because that means that I should get rid of the stealing first. That's interesting because that means that enemies' standard attack actually can have status properties. That is very interesting. But yeah, reverse is of course pretty nice. Serves me well. Ideally I would be able to get it again. Yeah, nice. Good. And I was afraid of this guy, but hey. Oh, he also takes quite a lot of hits. He's very tanky. Also only 12 and 9 damage, what I saw so far. Yeah, he must have improved improved defenses as well. To be honest, I like the strength of the enemies so far. I'm not sure what the property is to get a reverse from Razor Fin, but I'm trying my luck here. Please give me reverse one more time. Yes, nice, okay. That's the reason why I attacked the other fish before finishing Razor Fin. Because that way I can also replenish some more HP. Nah, should I? Yeah, okay, let's kill him. Ah, still one more hit. Parry, thank you. Come on. Okay. 3 LP, I think that's more than usual. That should tell you that this guy was stronger than usual, I guess. I mean, he definitely was, but the... I wanted to try it. Soleil things are... I don't know. They are weird. And the damage output is also not great. Like, I still need to figure out, like, a way to use those fangs in an interesting way. Like, they just suck. That's the problem. Those fangs just suck heavily. And there's not much you can do with it. I'm still getting gambits here and there. That's super interesting. Come on, a potion. Arrow mode is okay, but... I should reapply Protect again. Okay, nice, before he could attack. Super funny that I already have access to the area of effect protect and not the base protect. Then again, I might never get the base level protect. Oh, those guys are actually kind of strong. I still got a potion. Okay, the other one joins as well. I did use it. Okay. GG, because my inventory was not sorted because I used all the potions before. Nice. Good. And that sucks a little bit because Razorfin should be alive now. Again. Whoops. That was a good fail. Actually, he's not there. Yeah, of course, because enemies also get, like, shuffled again when you load the game. That's actually a trick I used in another save game. Or during another time, or another playthrough. When I played this game. Actually, do I care if Razorfin appears here or not? I would like to defeat Razorfin, actually. Come on, let's do that again. I'm gonna reload until Razorfin appears again. I think the chance is 20% or so. Nope. Or is no. That was a different fish. I'm pretty sure that works this way. Last time there was actually something different because one red was confused. Yeah, this time it's confused again. I'm not sure if it works this way. I think it does. I think it does. Or maybe not. Okay, 3 more tries and then I give up. Nope, no Razorfin. Either it's now or next time. But now maybe I really have to zone. I was so sure it works by just reloading the quick save. Huh. Then I guess I try this. Does an item spawn here? Ah. Nope. I guess he will not reappear right now. I guess we're out of luck. Okay, that sucks a little bit because he was able to heal me. Okay, whatever. Let's move on. All those enemies. I don't know. If I suddenly feel the urge to go out of Ambrosia in this randomizer, I can find Razorfin later anyways. Okay, not accidentally use a Phoenix down this time. Okay, I desperately need potions now. Nice combo. I hate that they run away. That's kinda annoying. Potion, potion, potion. No. Okay. Potion, okay. I also have a high potion. Also, I did forget protect again. Ah. Oh yeah, I got my level up again. What is this? Oh, it's red. Okay, I just interpreted that as a fish. I was confused. Why? What is that enemy? Okay, protect. I guess I'm gonna flee. Isn't there a safe crystal up here? No, it's just the stair to the palace. Hey, who is after me? I cannot see. Of course, it's the red. Okay, that's not too dangerous. Wait a second. If only I could zone here. I I would farm some potions. Actually, what should I do now? I guess we move on. I'm trying to consider like the next big fight. Actually, not. We're not going to Nalbina Dungeon just yet. We have still a section in the waterway. I forgot about that, of course. So yeah, everything should be fine. Okay, now we need to do all of this here. The Royal Palace of Rabanastre. Nothing too spectacular here, I think. Pretty common stuff here. The stuff that you would normally do in the game. Also, fun fact, you can decide not to pick up the map here. And the thing is, there's of course this pirate nest thing, pirate den thing where you need to like visit every or get all maps or stuff, whatever it is. Not sure exactly how that works, but I think you just need to visit each area or so. But you can miss that, or you can decide not to pick this map here, and then later in Old Arcades you can actually buy the map if you did not pick it up here, which is interesting. Actually, I think maps are not required for the pirate den. Also funny music in the background, if you can hear that. That's also something I noticed. The music in this can vary in volume, so some music will be a little bit quieter than other music. Not everything is mixed equally. The music here right now is quieter in general. So that's not the usual volume of this track, even though it's a randomized track. Elixir, is that always here? I think it is. Antidote. Elixir is good, that gives me a backup plan if I run into trouble. Remedy is also nice. Another. In the original version there was also a chest here that you were not allowed to pick up, because otherwise you would not be able to get the Zodiac Spear and the Necro Hole anymore. But that's history, those chests. Do not remember those chests. Those were some wild times. No one knows why that was a thing anyways, so yeah. It's good that they removed it in the international version, and also this version, of course. I need to try it, and then the next cutscene triggers. Okay. Talk to this guy.
Hello.
Also, this is very, very Van right now. Yeah, now is my chance. Thank you. And this is one of the certified Van scenes here in this game. Also, the music is louder now. Okay, this section is not too hard. Isn't there also an item over here? Yeah, there's an item here. Oh yeah, an armlet. Oh, that's nice. But did we already get? No, we did get one, because Tomasz did not give us one. Immune against fire and fire. Yeah, totally fire. Immune against ice and holy, that's good. Also 1 defense and 1 magic resist is nice, I guess. And raises strength when character has full HP. Yeah, sounds useful.
Hello.
Hello. Ah, yes. What is your opinion about Vaan, guys? Like, I have a soft spot for Vaan, but I know some people cannot stand Vaan for the simple fact that he is supposed to be the protagonist of this game. I mean, of course, he does not give off this like protagonist vibe as a whole. Like characters like Ash, Balthier, and
Hey, Buckethead.
Bash also are much more like protagonists in this game than Vaan is, the actual protagonist, quote unquote. But I don't really mind. The thing with Final Fantasy games is that they have a big cast anyways, or usually they have multiple characters that are interesting. So if the like designated protagonist in that sense is not as like complicated in a sense, then I can shrug it off. Like, I don't mind. And also I do enjoy Vaan for what he is. Also, yeah, okay. Like I like that he is supposed to be this like person that is more direct into the whole story instead of being like this like kind of chosen one protagonist kind of character. Like, he's just a tag-along, basically. That's what he is. And I think that makes him interesting. And especially like his influence on Ash is not to be forgotten here. Like, he leaves a huge impact on like Ash's views and stuff. Because he is actually one of the first characters along with Pinello that like get rid of this mindset of like having revenge on the Empire and stuff and like move on towards the future, which is what Ash is severely struggling with for the majority of the game. Like, that's basically her big character arc, which of course finds its conclusion at the top of the Pharos. And that's also the reason why Vaan in Jahara, when like Ash asks him if he saw his brother Rex as like illusion from the Okuria, why he says he did not see Rex because he moved past that. He like did not have this feelings for revenge anymore, so he could not no longer be manipulated by the Okuria. That's what that scene means. In case you never noticed. That's also the reason why like the other characters do not see like the illusion of Rosla and Rakes, or someone else respectively. Because only those with like like huge desires for revenge have those illusions, or at least the game makes you believe so. Okay, we are about to get new characters, so that's gonna be interesting. That also means we need to assign new license boards. Also, we got the Goddesses Magicite. Oh, that's fitting music, actually. I'm gonna let this play for a little bit. Like, not every cutscene has randomized music, but here it actually is randomized. And actually in an FMV too.
What's going on?
Very interesting. And Festival of the Hunt is it called Festival of the Hunt, or is it just called Festival of Hunt? In any case, the Fantasy music here is kind of fitting. Also, leading men. I did not mention that. Our leading man is here. Finally, he's here. But yeah, okay, I think we saw enough. Stop running, he says. But I want to keep moving. Sorry, both here. And both he and Fran joined the party. Nice. Okay, they actually do have a bow and a gun respectively. That's interesting. Actually, that's not interesting. That's because that's their starting gear. But they have different guns. Both he actually has like this gunblade type weapon. Or at least the weapon model is it's actually a gunblade. But it works as a pistol. That worries me a little bit because I guess that's pretty strong. Also, why does both he and Fran have over 1000 HP? Hello? Level 6, by the way, level 6. Okay, let's check their status. They have... Oh, they probably have... Yeah, they have a... Okay, Dueling Mask, Stone Shot, and Russ Algetti with Ice Element as well. Brigandine as well. Wow. Okay, those... Yeah, they... Wow. They have high level equipment, I see. What is it that I want to do here? Dueling Mask halves shadow damage, dark damage. Brigandine is pretty simple, but has Earth and Holy Element. Wow. Well, okay, that's OP. So Lightning Arrows have Earth Element, and Fran also has Earth Element proficiency, so... Wow, she is... Okay, she's way too strong for now. Also, like another piece of equipment that has Earth and Holy as proficiency. That's kind of weird. Also, Goddess's Magicite just gives magic resist and raises magic power when HP is critical. Yeah, okay, it of course does not have a drawback, so I guess I should just equip it. Yeah, Van has the lowest magic resist. Let's give it to Van. I will test both here and Fran out, and if they are too strong, I'm gonna take away their weapon and equipment. Also, do they have something special as abilities here? Okay, he also has numerology, which is interesting. Also, he has sheer, which is nice. Fran has Basuna. That's good, because that allows me to try that out. I'm still not exactly sure which status effects that cures, but yeah, temporary ones, of course, but I cannot actually recall what statuses are temporary. Actually, I think Sep is. Also here, Sheer as well. So, okay, I guess that means that Sheer is actually Steel. Because Fran, Bothia, and Van have all Sheer, so I guess that's what replaces Steel in this. And then I guess Numerology is First Aid, because, yeah, Pinello also has Numerology. Yeah, okay, I think that's what is replaced here. Bothia actually has 5 LP. Why does Bothia have 5 LP and Fran has 0? I think that's because of their formula. Yeah, every character, when they join, they have like different like formulas to determine the LP. And I guess Bothia has +5 at the end or so. It's still strange though why they do not have any LP basically. Like usually though they have like 100 by now or so, based on the LP I earned by at this point. Slayer, Bothia's first job. Yeah, I decided to stick with the recommendations here. If I ever feel the need to change that, I can do so later and ask Mont Blanc to change my license boards. But I think sticking with the recommendation also like induces some element of randomness. I use every board and like I need to use everything I got on those boards. Okay, Fran is the hero, okay. Guess we don't have a leading man, but a leading woman this time around. Oh, she has instant access to 2 quickenings, interesting. Infuse Excalibur, that's good. And that is already unlocked. Holy Rod, Rod of Faith. And bows, okay. She gets access to all the swords, right? I did not check it. Yeah, measures and swords. Measures could be interesting, because all of the measures should have randomized status effects. And both here gets maces and crossbows. Oh, he also has access to a quickening. Okay. Oh, and he gets a lot of good white magic spells, actually. And swiftness as well. Yeah, sounds nice. Sounds nice. And I guess his initial gun license is also very good because he got the Ras Al Gheti. So that's something we can work with. Yeah, of course, there's nothing I can do on the license portals right now. Also, I'm about to get the gambits actually. Now I actually no, I did not want to hear that. No, can I? No. Both here, please shut up. You don't even have first aid. Can be unassigned using touchpad. Okay, yeah. Both here, make it quick, please. Please. Both here. Yeah, okay, yeah, I want to exit. Okay, I'm not you doing the commands the game asks me to. Yeah, I can get out of here. Also, since I have access to the gambits now, I like the license board should also have changed appearance because all the missing gambit licenses should be added now. On and off. Yeah. Please let me go. Okay, thank you. Good. Yeah, we shall. Both here. Yeah, we shall. Also here, hidden cutscene if you examine those soldiers.
Insurgents. Most like.
Yeah, insurgents. But pretty dead insurgents, if you ask me. Let's go with this. Why do... Interesting. I wonder, does he use first aid now, or does he not use it? I'm not gonna get rid of this just yet. Interesting. Both here does not have first aid, no. Okay, and I just see and watch what happens. Also, let's see what they do. Okay, friend deals 600 damage, okay. That's a little bit high in my book. Phoenix down, but I also want to see what both here does. Let's turn this all off. I don't want any intrusions. $1,000, okay. Yeah. Also, those reds are suddenly giving 1 XP. Why do they only give 1 XP now? In any case, I think... I'm doing this. If I feel too weak, I can make readjustments, but right now that's too strong in my book. Of course, their damage output is a little bit limited because of their initial stats, but... and the fact that they are just level 6 and stuff, but still it's pretty high. Especially for this stage in the game. And I still want to maintain a sense of challenge here. They still deal a lot of damage, actually. Wait a second, what are their stats anyways? He has 23 strength, 26 magic power. Oh, his speed is pretty low. That's okay, actually not too much because okay, it's just that low. Why do they have so much attack power unarmed? Wait a second. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. The thing is, okay, that's good. Unarmed apparently is also, not apparently, it is also basically a weapon that you equip when you de-equip everything. And apparently unarmed is stronger than the dagger by 11 attack power. Okay, I guess we are not using weapons, okay. Okay, that's great. Or maybe that's the chance for Brawler to finally shine. Okay, we are going full on monkey now. Okay, that's actually great. That is actually great. And that's the randomizer for you. Stuff like that can happen. Also, apparently, I don't think that Balthier will use first aid, because otherwise he would have already done so. So that's interesting. That means that the Gambit actually does require you to have like legit access to abilities that are assigned in the Gambit, in your Gambits. So also, which way? I want to head into the other direction after this. Come closer. You heal. Careful. Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's a waste of a precious potion. Do I use a Phoenix down? I guess why not? It is interesting to see how much more intense a Final Fantasy game becomes if you only have like limited access to healing. That is very interesting, in fact. I hope those chests give me some more potions. Also, one thing I keep forgetting it, because I'm not used to having Protect at this stage. Okay, another potion. Almost got one again, because I was too slow. Nice potion. Chromed leathers. We already saw those in a shop. I think they are pretty underwhelming, right? Let me check that. It's an armor. Okay, one defense. And does not even give HP. That sucks. But has dark damage. Too bad though, we are not encountering any dark type attacks soon, or at least I think so. Oh god. That's kind of dangerous, and I should really sort my items. That's an area of effect heal. Oh, that is annoying. That is also actually dangerous right now. Okay, friend is not gonna die. Thank you. The good thing is the other Gigantoad is sleeping. Oh, he's coming for me. He is coming for me. Ether is also nice. It is very good that I have Protect at least. That is actually very important right now. Angel's Song could be interesting because of different statuses, but nothing happened, okay. I probably killed it too soon before the status effect could apply. Okay, I do get a heal before we encounter Amalia. Sure, let's save, why not? I should really wait, I should really take the time to get some potions from an easy accessible chest here. But hey. What is this music? I think I know this music, but at the same time I don't. Okay, those guys should not be too dangerous, I presume. There are some bigger soldiers and some smaller soldiers, which is pretty funny. I think the music is Final Fantasy IV, is it not? I think it was Final Fantasy IV. Okay. We get our first guest. Actually, 1 second. We get our first guest.
The situation requires...
Yeah, your situation is nice and all. Oh, she has Cure, nice. Please, please, Ash, do not leave me. Actually, of course she has. Of course she has Cure. That's an innate... you know what she has? An innate license she has. She got Cure and nothing else, okay. Okay, that's nice. That should make matters a lot easier. What do her gambits say? Yeah, okay. Actually, you can just heal in battle. Okay, moving forward, there's a battle against some slimes. The slimes have the gelatinous augment. I'm not sure if gelatinous affects like bare-handed combat. I don't think it does, but I'm not sure. Also, I'm just seeing that Amalia, who is totally not Ash, has a good amount of HP. That's good. That's Type 0 music. That guy is pretty big. Okay, do I... Oh, I should reapply Protect again. Okay, pretty certain that Gelatinous Body does not affect bare-handed combat. The good thing is Ash makes sure to keep us alive. Did you already defeat one, or is that usually just 3 guys? Whatever. And that was pretty easy, actually. Yeah. Also coming up, most important thing. Yeah, I get the point, it's dead. Okay. Wow, that's that's such a different atmosphere. Great. That's just great.